If you're sleeping like this after ACL injury, then you need to stop. Sleeping with a pillow under your knee like this can actually be slowing your recovery down, and not a lot of people know. Before I get into why, I've put together a free survival guide which you can download for free in the description below. Now let's get into it. Now, as you can see, sitting like this is going to make you feel a bit more comfortable. The knees supported, you've got a nice comfy pillow, you're laid in your comfy bed. But the problem is, your knee gets used to being bent. And the first thing we want to concentrate in that first 2 weeks of recovery is getting the knee fully extended, like this. So if we're getting used to having a nice comfy pillow underneath with our knees bent like this, then it's not going to be able to do that, because your body adapts to positions that you spend time in. And in early ACL recovery, extension is key. Now, laying like that feels comfortable, but if you're sleeping like that for 8 hours a night, that's a lot of time in one position, and it's a lot of time in the wrong position. Like I said, in the first 2 weeks, getting that knee fully straight is the main priority. So this is just making that more difficult. So there's 3 main reasons why you should not sleep like this. The first one, as I said, is it's permanently slightly flexed, which means it's slightly bent. And that limits the regain of extension, which can stick around for a long time and delay the whole recovery process, just by doing something simple like this. It can then lead to altered gait, which is the way we walk. So if your knees used to being slightly bent, especially in the mornings when you woke up being in that position all night long, the first half of the day, you're going to be walking with a bit of a limp, your knee's not fully extended, it's going to make it difficult, more uncomfortable. So you're setting yourself up to fail from the moment that alarm clock goes off. And now the third one, the most important, when the knee's like this and the leg relaxes, gravity's pushing this bone down and the pillow is obviously adding force that way. So these are fighting against each other. As you probably know, the ACL stops this bone moving that way. So by doing this, the pillow is actually adding to the problem. So all forces, when the leg relaxes, are going in this direction. And that is a big problem. It adds strain to the ACL and causes extra laxity, which is where it's not as tight as it should be. It pulls on the graft, which can cause extra inflammation, more pain, reduced healing time. And as a result, can lead to more inflammation, which reduces your range of movement even more, adding to the problem, and we go round in a bit of a cycle, which is not what we want. But don't panic, there's a better position to sleep in, which is more comfortable and helps your recovery. And it's a pretty simple fix. All you need to do is get rid of this comfy pillow and get yourself one of these bad boys. Now, it doesn't have to be this one specifically, but I'll stick the link to this one in the description below. Now, all this is a pillow that's designed specifically for people recovering from knee surgery. And it just gives you more support all the way down your leg. So you're still getting that comfort, but it's not adding the extra stress that the previous pillow was to the knee joint. It's adding elevation, which helps with reducing inflammation. It gives you support from the ankle all the way down to the hip. You're still getting the knee support, and it also has little ridges either side, depending on which you get, which keeps your knee in position throughout the night. So if you're tossing and turning, you're less likely to get in a position which could cause you pain and wake you up. And as we know, sleep is one of the main improvers of recovery. So we want to do whatever we can to get as much sleep as we can. So one of these is going to help that. What it also does is help with extension. So as I said, we want to regain extension as quick as possible. So by doing that, the pillow's not sticking your knee in forced flexion. It's actually helping get that into full extension, which is going to help increase your range of movement, speed up your healing process, and reduce your pain. It just does that by gently allowing your knee to relax and using gravity to help it fully extend, whilst keeping it supported and comfortable. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're staying in a hotel or you're staying at someone else's house, you're not going to be taking this big pillow with you, probably. So the odd night using another pillow isn't going to be the end of the world. But you can even do things like just rotating it. So you're having it long ways and stick your leg on it like that. So you're still getting the full support, but it's just not as flexed as it would be if you had it this way around. So if you don't want to spend money on something like this, which costs somewhere in the region of £30 to £40, then you can just use a normal pillow and get a similar effect. But I would recommend getting a specific knee support pillow like this one. So the key takeaway is have a pillow supporting your full leg, not just your knee. And if you want more advice on ACL rehabilitation, watch the video that YouTube recommends.